raise your hands if you still got, wine to finish. Okay, well, 2 of you, so you're overruled. We're moving on to the Pinot Noir.
I can drink faster if you need me to.
Not a problem for anyone but Kate, so I don't mind.
All right.
Okay. I feel like I could drink this.
Now we are in the last bottle. Now making sure that you're pouring the Pinot Noir.
No.
It's going to be a running joke from now on.
I got the.
Well, it's worse thing that could be running.
You suggested the Ropital, or however you say that. Is that going to be close to the same?
Say that again.
I couldn't find the Drouhin, so I got the one you suggested. I think it's I can't say it. Ropital or 2018. Ropiteau.
Yeah. No. I'm pretty sure I researched it and it's still from the Côte de Bon area.
Okay. So I'm participating. All right.
We'll forgive you.
It's wine. It's all good.
I don't know that all wine is good.
Same wine, Noel?
Objectively, but subjectively, it's not too bad.
Noel, is this the same wine you have?
No, you actually found a Drouhin. I couldn't find one, period. Not even an organ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I got this one. I'll show you.
Well, look at mine. It has less in it. I see you.
Bottles.
Yeah.
Okay, you're there.
Skylar, you're probably not going to miss much, because again, I rarely like Pinot as well. Though.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember if were you at our last one with the New Zealand Pinot? Because
I think I was, yeah.
Yeah, because that one didn't have. Well, what we're probably I'm going to guess is probably going to be more like like a standard Pinot where we're going to be smelling mushroom and dirt.
Yeah. That sounds right.
That just made it sound so appetizing.
No, well, I mean, for some people. Well, here's the thing: is that
nothing wrong with a good, dirt.
well, but those flavors though really bring out a lot of things, and so that's what we'll get to once we start to get to the nose and taste of this thing. But as for now, let's go ahead and go through our steps of our deductive process.
Yeah. So.
Now, comparatively to say like an Oregonian Pinot, this actually can't really actually see through it very well. Most are pretty clear that you can see all the way through. So, I mean, again, these are a little bit thicker than like a California or should I say an American Pinot. Give it a nice little swirl.
They probably like Pinot.
And it's coming down fairly quickly. So I would probably guess this is like a 12.5%. If I had to really guess at the ABV on it.
It should say on the bottle, actually.
12.5.
I got 13.5 on mine.
Mine is 12.5.
12.5.
The 2016.
12.5.
Mine says 13.5.
Yeah, where'd you get an extra percent, Nick? We got 12.5.
Yeah, we did too.
Just one look at it, you need something a little higher proof. So.
What year is yours, Nick and Richard? Which year do you have? I have the 2016 and mine's 12.5.
I think
I've got 2012.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Laforet, Bourgogne.
Wow. So you're 2012. Wow. Yours is going to have a totally, well, I wouldn't say a totally different flavor profile, but that aging is going to remove a lot more of the fruit that's already kind of in the background to, behind stage. So
Well, that was the one we had trouble finding because
That was the only one that they had for that one.
But the label that showed on their website
sure.
was not the label that was the wine on the shelf. So it's
in a lot of ways, I'm jealous because
Usually aging is better.
yeah,
On a red.
like an aged Burgundy like that. I would be really interested in tasting what it's like because, well, it's probably going to be a lot more expensive than the really new, just released ones that
It was actually the same price.
Yeah, it was the same price as
Really?
everything
Yeah.
else.
Okay.
I had the label issue as well, where the label looked different, so I had to double check it was the same thing. Like I said, mine's a 2016, but it was
Okay.
the same price.
Yeah, $16.99 or I think it was or whatever.
Huh.
This is-
Okay.
It might have.
So let's give this thing a swirl and a sniff.
Looks jammy. Oh, jammy.
So what's everyone smelling on this?
Jam.
Alcohol.
Say alcohol.
Amarino cherries and wet forest. I had time to think about it because I've been drinking this for a minute.
Wet forest.
Fruit.
With
Definitely.
Amarino cherries, specifically the Italian wild cherries you stick in your bourbon that are delicious, and I could eat a jar of them.
Me too.
I think we have some.
We do.
I can definitely get that maraschino cherry. But
Like, I can smell a forest in there, and thank you for that suggestion, being open to the power of suggestion. It's not often that people put positive
I'm
thoughts.
like old-fashioned.
Specifically,
'cause if you ever looked at like a Pinot Noir grape, there's a reason why it's Pinot Noir black. Because, that grape is super dark, and it's and because of how dark the skin is, it passes in a lot of tannin, which is what kind of really brings out that like bitter, earthy, notes to it, comparatively to say like the last one, that Beaujolais, which has it's more of like a bright red. It doesn't really have as many tannins.
This one, it doesn't seem to be as much, bitter forward.
Mm-hmm.
It's got more of a backbite to it.
Yeah, this is.
You're already on the tasting side.
You're
We're
ahead.
totally
Yeah,
different.
you're in the
Yeah,
class.
you guys are drinking something way different than we are.
We're still sniffing it. All right. Well, that's you've already prompted us. Last of the night. Cheers, guys.
Salut.
We'll wait for them to catch up.
Still
Hot.
what was that again?
it tastes like a deep fur and chanterelle mushrooms with dirt, and it's delicious.
See, now because again that loamy, mushroomy soil, Pinot. That's why it works really well with a couple of things. It's one, it is the perfect Thanksgiving dinner wine because it works really well with turkey.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because that already has like that dark meat, almost kind of bittery, flavor to it, but also it's got that savory note to it, so it also works well with both cranberry and with like stuffing. So
Mine, I thought mine would be lighter than it is, and mine is the alcohol content's at 11 to 14. I'm guessing 14. It's hot as It's not light at all.
You need to get to 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total Wine and More in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. If you could just pop in there, they've got several bottles.
This might be the one that they were running out of.
Yeah. I mean, like the 20, because as a wine ages, a lot of the fruit starts to, dissipate. And what you're left with is a lot more of those like earthy and herbal notes. So, I mean, that's what I would be getting from what I would be expecting from a 2012 is mostly that forest floor.
What's funny is the forest floor concept is very different to me than a normal earthy. Like I like a lot of Ethiopian coffees with strong earthy flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Different dirt, not a forest floor.
Ethiopian coffee.
Yeah. The fur and a mushroom sound is completely different.
Yeah, but that's the other thing. Other than like turkey, other really good pairings with this is like pork. But
I was thinking of pork roast.
Yeah. And also
I have pork with mushrooms, and it's delicious.
Yeah, and I was going to say things with mushroom. So that would be well, either introducing mushroom or truffles or what would be one of the other? What was the other thing I was thinking of? Risotto.
No.
My beef and mushrooms is going very well with this.
Not rosemary? No, definitely not rosemary.
I'm enjoying it.
It's very soft. Rosemary is too acidic.
This sauce is kind of heavy that I have, the mushroom, and it's very rich and heavy on the pork. It's delicious. And this Pinot is standing up to it. That's why I was saying it's not light at all. It's definitely, the sauce has kind of like a little bit of a soy Worcestershire background in it with the mushrooms. And this is holding.
I could see Worcestershire in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then again, we're drinking totally different wine because we have 2012.
Right.
The cherry is a lot lighter. It's very soft, but it's definitely got the earth floor and the mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very, very soft.
But at the same time, it leaves a lot on your palate after.
Yeah. I'm really liking this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we should have bought more.
Yeah.
It's only an hour away. We can get some tomorrow if you need to.
I said,
Well, like an hour in New Jersey is like 3 miles, right?
Yeah.
Not really. It depends. It depends if you get behind a U-Haul going the speed limit on the state highway where there's only one lane in your direction. Then you're just like, okay, we'll get there when we do. Otherwise, it's just like if you're going 80, you're getting run over. So
If you're headed towards the beach during the summer, yes. But this is over to Cherry Hill.
yeah, towards Philly, it's a little bit different. Nobody wants to go in that direction.
So what's everyone thinking of of our first trip through France? What was it educational enough?
Our first trip through France was supposed to be in Marseille in April, and they canceled our cruise because of some virus. I don't know what the deal is.
So we wound up getting like 4 bottles of Greek wine instead while we were there.
Yeah.
Our first trip through France got better as the wine went on. But I'm not sure that it compensated for my difficulty in reading and pronouncing French words.